Well, boys and the 3 girls watching, we got Elsa the Salt Queen in here. We got a new project, chasing that dopamine all over the shop, right? I don't know. We'll see how much work we can put into this before we just straight quit. Cool, it's got a solid glass window, no slider. That's pretty desirable. That's probably $100 or $150 right there. But let's see if we can safely get this thing on the lift without it A, falling in half, or B, squashing our head. All right? Let's see if we can get it up there somehow and get her cribbed up. Get her backbone replaced. All right? The weather's finally breaking. It's actually bearable in here. All right, let's get to work. We've got another mini truck to save. Well, it's off the ground. Definitely crunched this driver's side pretty good. Let's see if we can get this thing situated where it's safe here. Safe enough, I guess. Alright, we got her up in the air at least. Let's see. It's definitely kind of sketchy. I might have to borrow another crank stand to really be safe, but we got her up there. Back's on the leaf springs. Safe enough. This one is right here where this cross member is. So there's some extra material there to help hold it. It should be alright. Plus this side, he's got these pieces of metal actually kind of on there, I guess, spreading some of the load. So this side should be good. I mean, I know the inside's really wasted and the outside's probably just as bad, but as long as our cross member under here ain't too rotted. I mean, I guess we could weld all this up too if we had to. It's just more work. We don't want to do a bunch of work to this. We just want to fix what's really, really bad. Look. It's all really bad, Bert. Yeah, I know. But anyway, we're going to worry about this side first. I could have sworn somebody put some sheet metal on here, but I guess not. It's just the factory inside skin is so thin. Alright, well, we have it on this cross member, which looks okay. We got the crank jack on there. It's taking some load. We took the weight off of this one. Alright. We'll leave it right here under the body mount just in case anything crazy happens. We can depend on the cab to catch itself, maybe. But this is the side we're going to be working on first, that's for sure. Get this frame cleaned out, get all this damaged metal out of here. Start making some templates for new metal, and we'll get going here. Look at this. It's from us jacking it up just now. There really was nowhere else to go up here. I guess we could have came under here and maybe got on this, but it almost looks like that's ripping off the inside skin too. So I think what we did is the best course of action. We'll let this body mount chill where it is, rebuild all this here up to the cross member. It looks like we got to go pretty much. This stuff is all punky, man. Alright, hopefully she holds together for us to glue her back together. It's definitely, frame is pretty close there. It's probably bending up into the body, but yeah, a little bit. It's probably because this is taking all the weight. It's definitely precariously positioned. Hopefully we can get it somewhat fixed up here. It's definitely up into the, I don't think it's touching the body, but It's pretty close. Let's see if we can find something to stick in there. It's like a 1/8 inch piece of expanded metal here. Yeah. It's kind of touching it. I can still get it in there though, so I guess we're just gonna have to deal with it. If the truck's a little crooked, it's a little crooked. At least it'll be solid, right? Well, we're over here raging against the machine. All right, so we got this area cleaned up a little bit here, straightened out. I need to come in here and sand some more around the edges and clean up the edges, and this bottom might eventually get cut out right here, truthfully, but right now it's going to stay in. We're going to do an outside piece on here. We have it on the floor over there, the left hand side. We're going to plate this. We're going to get vertical welds and connection on this body mount. We're going to get vertical welds and connection on this body mount, and then this piece right here will have a outside panel on it. So then we can do the bottom and a little bit on the inside. Well, we'll probably just put a bottom on it for now and attach it to this cross member here, you know, and wherever else on this outside skin we can weld it and to here, and then we can put the jack on here right around this area and feel a lot safer about it. And then we can relax the front portion of this frame with this jack here. We'll bring it down a little bit, do some measurements, make sure we're in line with what the other side looks like for now, and then we will continue on with this section right here, doing the outside first, then the bottom, and then the inside. Or we might do outside, inside, bottom. We'll figure it out as we go, but back here we need to get it to where we can get it on the jack stand and on the lift of the actual lift and feel safe about it. Well, we're getting in there with the old picklers. All right, let me get my light. We got one vertical piece so far in there. So now I've been working on cleaning up like these areas in here. It still look okay, you know, between here, all up here. It looks pretty solid. We're gonna cut up to about these holes on the inside in here, these big holes, these factory ones here. Cut up to about midway up them. This is a kind of an issue, but that cross member is just a carrier bearing cross member, so as long as the top's attached, that thing ain't going nowhere. We'll get in there, do a little more pickling, maybe add a couple pieces to it once we get this piece ran down the side here. So it's gonna come through here, probably stop somewhere around here. I'll stop it maybe right past this factory weld, like around here for now. We might not have to go any farther. The rest of that kind of looks good. So all these cross members, torsion bar cross members, actually connected really good on the inside wall. So we're just going to go around that. We'll trim this up a little bit, cut all this out, take the bottom out right here, and then you know, we got a piece. We might have to go. Oh no, I might be able to just tie in right there somewhere, but we might want to just, this bottom piece, I might just want to wrap all the way to the leaf spring hanger right here. You know what I mean? Underneath the frame. So we're figuring that out. We'll get this thing to where it can sit up here a lot safer. Those picklers do a good job. I know that. It knocks all that scale off. All right, I just wanted to show you that. We're going to start on the, from right here. Right, we're going to make a plate for here. And then we're going to make a plate from here all the way down to wherever we want to stop. And then we're going to run a bottom plate from about here, maybe like right here where it starts to go straight, all the way down. And then we'll go from there past here with another small plate to make sure we're safe. And then we'll work on the front section. chunks of metal needed. We're going to do the same thing on the inside we did on the outside. I'll probably clean this up a little bit here. All this flaked off with the pickler and clean this edge up here. Still pretty solid in there up top, so we've got some good stuff we welded to. Same thing, big chunk of metal here, we'll weld it in, piece on the bottom, and then we'll get cracking on that front portion up there where it's structurally weak. And most of this will probably just get cut off. Well, we're getting there, little piece by piece. I wanted to really get all this cross member in here tied in so I can get this lift arm right here. It's all tied into both body mounts, so that should be strong enough to support you know, this, what's there. So tomorrow I got some stuff at home that I can probably get perfect for right here. I need to grab some of that. We're going to run it all the way back to this, to the leaf spring hanger, and we got to build something for this. We might end up plating this too, just because, you know, we'll see what happens. But I want to get up here tomorrow and get this stabilized here next, you know, and make sure our front suspension ain't gonna fall off of there. But anyway, we're getting out of here. We're gonna call it a night, come back in the morning. Once I cut this exhaust out of here, because this is rotted out right here, there's a hole. See if I can see it. Can we see it without hitting our head? Yeah, I don't know, right there's a big hole. So we're gonna cut it at the muffler over here, run a new pipe over to here, and once we do that, we can get up in here and maybe put something on this thing and finish our welds up there. We still got some more welding to do, and grinder and paint. Make me the welder I ain't. Hiding a world of sin, huh? Found a broken drill bit. Trying to make a hole right now to get this all this stuff out of the frame. What do you mean by stuff? I mean the whole frame. It's like this thing is on the bottom of the ocean. We're gonna be here a while. Instead of pulling it all out, you just put metal over it. Like, why wouldn't you pull all this out? Get a vacuum, like, what is the thought process? Like, why would you? That was a big one. Like the whole side of the frame in one piece. you're like, cut it with the plasma cutter, just cut the bottom open. It's almost impossible to cut into that stuff. You want to talk about a bad experience. Try cutting into a wet, rust-soaked frame. Aimed the fan at me, now it's blowing it all in my face. Big old chunks in there. See what happens when you cut in there, don't even really blow through it. Just pulls up in there and melts back together. Whoa, that was a big one. Ow, it's hot. Can't even see it, it's just completely full. Filled to the brim. Wow. Kind of don't want to go back this far yet, but this is damaged back here, and it's going to need, I'm going to have to jack the rear up after I cut this side panel loose and straighten up my bed line. The other side's pretty good and solid, so it should hold it together for a while. This is half the battle, truthfully, just getting the stuff out of there. People would do this every once in a while in the ownership of the vehicle. This is a lifetime of rust in there, right? you guys can get a rare glimpse of what actually destroys these things. The frame is multiple layers in here. Let's see if we can get the shot. Get it to focus. There we go. You know, let's see, focus in here. There you go. Look at this. The frame is like multiple layers out here, and it just starts jacking, man. It's so rusty, it just starts flaking right off like corn chips. But from the inside out. Well, ain't nothing but metal, right? It's only metal. It's only metal. See, we can fix metal. We just can't fix reliability. All right? There's nothing left of it. It's got one good piece up in here. The most inner piece at the top, that's it. Good thing the body mount's barely hanging on there too, probably. Look at this. Jeez. The old girl's been through it, sitting in the driveway for 25 years. I don't know. You don't find too many of these trucks with 140,000 miles on it. I know that. I know that for a fact. This is scary. Ain't nothing we ain't seen before, right? Let's do some pickling. Well, it looks like we might get rained out for the flea market this weekend, so I guess we're going to be spending some extra hours over here. This thing is Swiss cheese on this side, huh? I'm surprised this torsion bar cross member is barely holding on. It's almost like I could rip it off there with my bare hands. So, anyway, we'll do what we did on the other side. Just keep adding metal until it looks like it's something again, right? Alright, y'all. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment. Take on a crazy project that you definitely probably shouldn't take on. But it's alright. We can handle it. We ain't doing nothing anyway but watching TV. We might as well get over here and exercise a little bit. Do something productive. Especially if it's raining. That's an immense amount of rust right there. Put in the comments how much you think that weighs. Probably 100 pounds, 120 pounds when we're done coming off this thing. And we still got a needle scale back here a little bit. Look at this. That'll make a good short, huh? If we can even see it. Hold on. Look at this. That thing would make a good shorts video. hit it with the needle scaler, it'll look like $1,000,000. Just the nuts will be like 14 times smaller than they should be.